Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Barry Landau's Tropical Planet. I'm Barry Landau, your host. I'm here today at Rainforest Flora Incorporated in Torrance, California. And I'm standing here amongst some of their incredible cycads. But mostly what they specialize in are Tillandsia and other kinds of bromeliads. So we're going to look around and see some of their production bromeliads and some of their Tillandsias. So come on in and we'll look around. Here's some fantastic large Ecmea blanchidiata clumps. These have to be at least 10 years old or something. And you've got the rubra reddish leaf form on the right there, and the regular sort of green leaf form here in the middle and to the left. These are at least 4 feet tall. Just amazing. We're here in one of their Neoregelia production houses, and you're looking at the production of some of the miniature Neos. And they got all kinds of great stuff in there. I'll try to get some close-ups later. But this is also where they produce some of the mid-sized Neos that they sell at the nursery here, and that they distribute also to Home Depots and other nurseries in the western states area. You've got some production here of Neoregelia, what they call Genie. Some people call this Milagro. In either case, it's a Chester George Skotak hybrid from about 30 years ago. And it's just one of the great hybrids. Zonation, purple color, alba margination. It's a great plant. We've got, looks like Neoregelia Margaret. And it's just a fantastic dark leaf plant, but it has striation or variegation. And then this marvelous stippling or yellow spotting. And it's one of my favorite plants. Let's see if we can get a close-up here. What we're looking at here is the production of the dish gardens that Rainforest makes, and they make thousands of these a year, and they have these fantastic different hybrids. Some are American, some are Dutch, some are Belgian, some are German, but they tend to put one Neoregelia, one Guzmania, and one Vriesea in each dish garden, and they really are fantastic gifts. And they give any kind of cut flowers a run for their money. You buy one of these dish gardens and give that for a gift. They put that on a table in bright light, and they're going to have colorful floral effect for 6 months at least. And of course the plants go on later on to have offsets and can be regenerated. But in the meantime, you've gotten your enjoyment from these marvelous hybrid bromeliads of various kinds. We're going to talk to Jerry Robinson, one of the owners of Rainforest, about their production of these dish gardens in a few minutes. These are the different kinds of dish gardens being produced right now. And then some of the dish gardens they make, they actually adapt a piece of grape wood with Tillandsias, they'll glue it in or use some kind of adhesive, and you get this beautiful natural effect of the small hybrid Guzmania and small hybrid Vriesea with a couple of Tillandsias. Looks like Tillandsia rantos, and on top is in bloom is Tillandsia stricta. At Rainforest again. We're here with Jerry Robinson, one of the owners of Rainforest. How you doing, Jerry?
Doing great, Barry. How are you today?
Good. I see you guys grow these incredible dish gardens. And how long does it take you to grow these things?
Well, on the we have 3 different plants in our arrangements. We use a Neoregelia, we use a Bromeliad, and we use a Guzmania. The Neos we grow from offset. You can only get the alba margination, the white on the margins, through offsets, and it takes about a year for each offset to grow from the parent plant. And then we also grow the Vriesias from small plants that originate in Holland or Belgium, and they take about anywhere from a year to a year and a half, depending on time of the year and once we treat them to bloom. Same thing with the Guzmanias, maybe a little bit quicker on the Guzmanias. For a 4-inch is about a year to grow from a 2 times transplanted to a full-size plant.
And so some of these are grown at your San Diego facility and then trucked up here to be assembled?
Right, so we grow them in San Diego, and then we're delivering twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week in San Diego to the stores down there, and then we bring the plants back up on the truck. So, you know, these are great because the blooms last 3 to 4 months, and you can get such a good value, because if you buy cut flowers, and let me tell you from experience, I can't give my wife a bromeliad for Mother's Day or her birthday or Christmas. I gotta buy cut flowers. She's a big cut flower fan. And I know that you're gonna pay $30, $40, $50 for cut flowers, they last a week.
That's right.
Whereas we promote these because they last 3 months, and you can grow the plants afterwards. You can put them in your patio, put them inside near a window where they get some filtered light, protect them from the frost, keep fresh water in the center, flush them out once a week or so, water them, and that's all they take. Easy.
And
it's a hostess gift. It's a last-minute
fantastic
gift for birthdays or Mother's Day or whatever.
And Jerry, I've had them last 6 months in color, but I'm glad you only claimed 3 months.
You know, we want to get a bonus for the people that deliver more than what is expected.
Yeah, that's great.
And
so any Home Depot, any nursery?
Home Depot, most nurseries, even a few grocery
yeah,
stores.
I've seen them. I've seen them in the grocery stores.
You know, we're not the only ones that do the gardens. There's other people. We like the way we do it with 3 different genera in there. Or we can have a Neoregelia. You usually can get 6 months of color out of this. The Vriesea, it lasts maybe 3 months, but when it turns brown, you clip off the old blooms, and you still have a nice dish garden. You have 3 different leaf variations, and it makes a nice dish garden even when they're not blooming.
Well, that's fantastic, Jerry. Thanks for talking to us today.
My pleasure. All right.
And we're in one of the production shade houses here at Rainforest Flora. You can see they've got some great platycerums, staghorn ferns. They grow a lot of different staghorns. And you can see some popping cuttings, offset production, all kinds of Tillandsias. And we've got some nice Ichmea, they look like Ichmea fascini on the bench in front of us here. Some more nice platycerums, and then some fantastic Neoregelias being produced. Got some fantastic flats full of Tillandsia stricta, all in bloom. They like to bloom this time of year, and many of these are becoming multiple clumps. But just a classic, simple, easy to grow Tillandsia. Always very successful for beginners and experts alike. Here's one of the great classic species from Brazil, Neoregelia cruenta, and they've got these in like 5-gallon pots. The plants are about anywhere from 18 to 24 inches in diameter. It's just one of beautiful classic Neoregelia species. Absolutely fantastic for landscaping purposes. Lined up outside one of the production shade houses are these fantastic Encephalotis ferox cycads, and this looks like a newer crop, and they're just an amazing landscape plant, long-lived, very unusual, and they have a beautiful pinkish red cone when they come into bloom. Of course, most cycads have a male and a female plant, so that's different. I believe it's the male cone, I'm not sure, but it's a beautiful pink color. We're in yet another production shade house here at the back area of Rainforest Flora. And we've got all kinds of Neos and some great Billbergias right in front of us. I'm not sure what these are. And production of Spanish moss and other Tillandsias. And then we got a nice big block of Neoregelia Takamura grande, one of the old-time great dark purple reddish leaved Neos. And this production house is dedicated to Vriesea, all kinds of Vriesea Billbergia and other Vrieseas in production back here. And these are not quick plants, you know. They don't realize most bromeliads take quite some time to grow, especially from seed. From pup, it's a lot quicker, but and we got some nice, looks like Alcantarea imperialis. They look like nice sized 3 or 4 year old pups. Well, full plants. Beautiful. Yeah, we've got some great Echmea, Orlaniana ensign, the fantastic variegated albumarginated classic Echmea. Look at that zonation. Let's get a close-up. This is one of those nice Alcantarea imperialis, and I think Paul grows it from seed. So these would be probably 3 or 4 or 5 years old already. We're in one of their production. It's really a hothouse. They keep this fairly warm. And they've got Tillandsias in here, but they've got a lot of Neos and a lot of other smaller Bromeliads that they grow on low benches underneath the Tillandsias. You see in a second. Here we got, that's production of Neoregelia van Durm. It's one of the all-time great small variegated Neos. And you have to grow these from pups. You can't grow these from seeds. They don't reproduce the variegation or the albomargination, that's the white edging on the leaves, if you try to grow them from seed. It's only through pup production. And again, we're here in the main front sales retail greenhouse. That's about 50 feet from where we are. And this is a lot of the rarer plants of Paul's. We're not going to look too deeply at those. We're not allowed to. But you can see they've got this fantastic production of Tillandsia cyanea on the lower benches. And they grow thousands of these every year. And these are used to be mounted on grapewood and sold in pots as well. So this is just a small example of how you can effectively landscape using bromeliads and cycads and other rare plants in your own yard. It's not just they can be grown in pots. They work very well. The soil has to be porous, has to be able to drain. But the plants work very well and are quite beautiful in a landscape setting. This is a demonstration garden right here at Rainforest that shows you just how effectively you can use these plants in your own home. And we're here in the production and the shipping and packing area here at Rainforest. And here's the actual area where if you order Tillandsias from the website, and or if you buy them up front in the retail area, this is where they get their tags, where they use the tilly wire to mount them, and or they mount them on grapewood. But that's the actual tagging and shipping area, boxing area right there.